When it comes to cities, which one is better to live in, Calgary or Edmonton? In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the pros and the cons of each city. And by the end of this video, you will know which city might be best for you. So before you pack your bags and move to one of these cities, let's settle this battle once and for all. Hey everyone, my name is Allan Dignard and I'm a local realtor here in the city of Edmonton. So if you are thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating to Edmonton, make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any real estate market updates, home buying and selling tips, community tours, and so much more. Let's get right into it. So we have to start with the one thing that drives everything, right? Our jobs. Calgary is Alberta's corporate hub, right? Here you're going to find major players in energy, finance, tech, and engineering. The city's been diversifying fast, adding clean tech, logistics, and innovation sectors. Where here in Edmonton, being the capital city, has a steadier base in government, healthcare, and education. So essentially that means more job stability and less volatility, especially when the oil prices start to dip. So if you like security and consistency, Edmonton definitely checks both of those boxes. But if you're chasing higher income potential or corporate growth, Calgary tends to open up more doors. So it really comes down to stability versus opportunity. So let me know down in the comments which one you are actually looking for. Next up, let's talk about what most people actually care about, and that's the cost of living. In Edmonton, this September, the average home price across all of the residential types was $420,000. Detached homes averaged $540,000 with an average of 38 days on the market. Last year at this exact time, average days on the market was 36, so pretty close to the same. Over in Calgary though, detached home sales in August slowed to 995 units, while listings actually jumped up to 1,748. Active listings climbed to about 6,900, which is up 66% from last year. And total sales are down around 9% year over year. So what does that actually mean? Well, Edmonton gives buyers more house for their money and room to negotiate. Calgary is still strong, but rising inventory means prices could soften in some of those areas. So basically, Edmonton lets you buy the garage. Calgary might make you rent it. Lifestyle-wise, these two cities couldn't feel more different. Calgary has that polished big city energy, a modern downtown, rooftop patios, business lunches, and that skyline view of the mountains in the west. It's gorgeous. Edmonton is more grassroots and creative, with over 50 summer festivals and live music every weekend, and a strong sense of local community. Sure, Edmonton is maybe less flashy, but I personally think it's more authentic. Calgary's got the pace and the polish, and Edmonton's got the heart and the connection. So it's really about what you value more, the scenery or the community. Speaking of scenery, let's talk about the outdoors. Alberta's outdoor life is one of the biggest draws for anyone moving here, really. Calgary wins hands down for mountain access. You can reach Banff in about an hour and Lake Louise in just under 2. And if you love skiing or snowboarding or hiking or mountain weekend getaways, that's definitely hard to beat. In Edmonton, when it comes to the mountains, we're about 4 hours away. So whether you go west to Jasper or south down to Banff, you definitely have a long road ahead of you. Edmonton though has nature built right in. The river valley system that runs through the entire city. We have 160 kilometers of connected trails, one of the largest urban park systems actually in North America. So when you're actually in the river valley, the city kind of just melts away. So Calgary's the weekend getaway. Edmonton's the everyday escape. If you are a big fan of the mountains, Calgary wins on this one for sure. If you are into finding nature in the city, I think Edmontonians really prefer the River Valley. That wins hands down. So let's talk about traffic, right? Because nobody likes to talk about traffic because it sucks no matter where you go. Calgary's Deerfoot and Stony Trail, which is Calgary's ring road, is notorious. One slowdown or fender bender and your commute instantly doubles. The city's growing quickly, and that means congestion and frustration. The white mud and the yellowhead in Edmonton can also be a nightmare. The Anthony Henday, which is Edmonton's ring road, is really not much better, and it does make it a lot easier to actually get around, but rush hour is still rush hour. Again, I'm not sure why it's called rush hour, as there's definitely no rushing going on, unless you are rushing to go to the bathroom. My squat beside your car and pee buddies on the Anthony Henday can definitely vouch for that one. Wait, are there pee buddies on Stony Trail as well? Do you guys do that in Calgary too? Or is that just an Edmonton thing? Definitely let me know about that in the comments. All right, so let's finish off traffic by talking about transit. Calgary C-Train has stronger coverage, while the Edmonton LRT is definitely expanding to catch up. We will get there, Calgary, but in my opinion, you've got us beat on this one. So in short, Calgary has more people and tighter roads. Edmonton's more spread out and flexible, but traffic sucks no matter which city you live in. So it's really a toss-up. Who do you think has worse traffic, Edmonton or Calgary? Now, you can't talk about Calgary versus Edmonton without mentioning the Battle of Alberta. That's right, I'm talking about Oilers versus the Flames. If you live north of Red Deer, you are definitely supporting the orange and blue. If you are south of Red Deer, you guys seem to support the Flames. But those in Red Deer, I'm not really sure where you guys stand. So if you are watching this and you live in Red Deer, let me know in the comments where your loyalty stands. Drop an Edmonton or a Calgary in the comments, and don't worry, I won't tease you that bad. We also can't forget Edmonton's Rockin' Rogers Place, one of Canada's top arenas, right? This arena is massive and it's pretty nice on the inside. It also has one of the biggest scoreboards in the NHL, and of course we've got Connor McDavid. Calgary's new arena, Scotia Place, is currently under construction and is scheduled to open in the fall of 2027. So we will have to see in a couple of years who's better. But for right now, Edmonton holds all of the bragging rights. But not to mention, we also have more banners hanging from the rafters and more Stanley Cups as well. But beyond hockey, it's also about personality. Calgary's built on ambition and growth. Edmonton's built on resilience and community. Neither are right or wrong, they just feel different. The question is, which one feels more right to you? So who wins, Edmonton or Calgary? I think Calgary wins when it comes to the mountains, momentum, transit, and opportunity. Edmonton wins on affordability, community, everyday livability, and of course, our hockey team. So I guess the right choice depends on your goals, your lifestyle, and what you value the most. I know for me, I'm a born and bred Edmontonian, and I'm a lifelong Oilers fan, and I ain't going anywhere. So what about you, Edmonton or Calgary? Which city is better in your opinion? Let me know in the comments. So for right now, let's call it a tie. Both cities are amazing, and they both have their pros and their cons. It now depends on you. Where do you want to call home? If you are planning a move to Alberta and are leaning towards calling Edmonton home and you don't know where to start, I would love to help you out. I've attached my Edmonton relocation guide in the description below, which covers everything that you will need to know when it comes to moving to Edmonton. I've also included my relocation checklist to make your move as easy and stress-free as possible. So make sure you go ahead and check it out. And if you found this video helpful or fun, just do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. After all, my channel is new and it would really help the channel out as I continue to put out content for those thinking of buying a home, selling, or investing in real estate, and those thinking of relocating here to Edmonton and actually calling Edmonton their home. All right, guys, until next time, go Oilers!